Barry, as the fight against the virus continues, many are ready to share their stories to encourage others to take it seriously.
And while some have been fortunate to recover, others have lost everything. News 19's Emily Carell has one family story.
This is coming from the person who is living the nightmare of COVID.
Jeanne Smart and her husband Troy were married 35 years before he passed away in April. He had been battling COVID-19 since December of 2020.
I can't explain the pain that not only myself, but watching my children.
Troy was put on a ventilator in January earlier this year, and after 7 weeks in the hospital, he miraculously made it back home, although weakened and on oxygen.
It has been a difficult journey since December, and it has most definitely been a difficult journey since April.
On April 27th, Troy went to a funeral, got a haircut, did his breathing treatments, and while visiting a friend, he suffered a heart attack.
It was taking all they could do to keep his blood pressure and everything up. Wednesday, April the 28th, which was our grandson's birthday, they turned off the ventilator and we said goodbye.
Jeanne tells us in the over 3 decades that they were married, she had never seen her husband sick, and COVID-19 completely changed him. She hopes now that people take this deadly virus seriously.
I'm living without my husband. He didn't have the chance to get the vaccine at the time that he got COVID, but he was such an advocate for it because he lived through.
Troy had the chance to write a few posts about his journey before passing away.
I failed my loved ones. I wasn't vigilant enough with the mask wearing and hand washing. I gave COVID to my sweet wife and could have given it to my children and grandchildren if my wife hadn't suggested we get tested. Can I tell you how serious COVID is? COVID reacts differently on people. For the better part of 2 months at this time, I've been bedridden in the hospital, put on a ventilator and a feeding tube for 4 days, 19 days to come home from rehab. I'm still using an oxygen and walker.
Jeanne says she doesn't know the perfect answer,
but I can tell you that you can look and see what the vaccine has decreased.
I'm Emily Carell, News 19 WLTX.
Have some breaking